If you're ever looking for a quick and easy gift card holder, okay, look at these. We are making them as Christmas cards because we're doing this for the 10th week of Christmas, of the 12 weeks of Christmas. But of course, you can take the same idea and make them thank you cards, birthday cards, whatever. I just think this is a fun way to make giving gift cards special. First, we're going to look at a few of them. So I just wanted to point out here, this is done with just one layer of paper. We're going to do it both ways. And then this is the difference if you like to add your layers. So on my blog, you'll find the directions, all the pieces to do both. I will make it here, but you can go there for the exact details. I think they're both stunning. It doesn't really matter, but I like to just show differences. So here again is this one plain and then stepped up. I just think it's so fun because they all, you can just find pretty little gift wraps that just, gift cards that just fit. And by the way, if you ever order gift cards through me, and you could even order one for yourself, treat yourself, when you redeem them, they come with free shipping from me, just to let you know that. So you could always treat yourself or tell people that's what you'd like. But I thought, aren't these just fun? So again, this one is plain. This one is stepped up. And this one is just plain. And I just think this foiled paper looks just lovely. So I think this is, and as these slip in, you could also slip in a whole piece, larger piece of paper that this would be attached to with your message, or you could write right in here and attach this with a glue dot. So let's get started. So I'm first mentioned this front piece is 3 by 4. So we're going to cut any of our papers out at 3 by 4. If you're using pattern paper like this that has a scene, you're going to just want to make sure like I'm getting the whole Santa on there. And then these will be attached. These are 3 by 4. So these are going to be 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. We always talk about that 1/4 inch difference. And what I love about doing these is your cardstock. Then if you're making a bunch of these, you can cut this at 4 1/4, and then you'll turn it sideways and cut 3 1/4, 3 1/4. So it's a great little paper saving way to just make it easy to cut when you think of looking at it that way. So I'm going to, first of all, just put these 2 pieces on. So they're ready. And of course, these pieces could vary. Everything can vary. It's just pretty fun. So this is an easy way of just getting started. Okay, so I'm going to set those aside. And now we're going to do our base card. So I have 2. I've cut the Whisper White thick. I'm using the thick now and cutting it at the 4 1/4 inches. So I have them coming the long way. And I am going to score. I'm going to do both the scoring at first so I don't get confused here. I like to do all my scoring first. I'm going to score them in half. So that would be at 5 1/2. So there will be 1. And then my second one. And if I were making a whole stack of these, I would do all of these bases first. So that's how we mass produce. Now, what's really cool about this, I'm going to put this at 2 1/2. See right there, I'm measuring it at 2 1/2. And I am going to cut from the corner down here to the middle. Hard to see exactly what I'm doing, but I think that looks pretty good. Okay. I'm going to do the same with this one. Now, if you have this off and you measure yours differently, that doesn't matter either. It's just going to be what you layer on top. You're going to always go 1/4 inch smaller. So no worries. This is a very forgiving model, which just really makes sense. And now you can see this is the part we're going to attach around here so that the card will slip in. So this is my base card. So first, let's do one that is non-layered. And again, like I said, the measurements are on there. But if you keep in mind, this is 5 1/2. And so these are both cut at 5 1/4. This, if you remember, we cut in at 2 1/2. So this is going to be 2 1/4. And then this one's just 1/4 inch here. So just an easy way to remember that. I'm going to put these 2 pieces on. Whoops, Don't want upside down. I think this Traditions of St. Nick paper is just so fun because it's just a very vintage look. Okay, now at the same time, I'm going to do the other one. If I want it to be layered, the same measurements I gave you right there are what I'm going to do out of my coordinating cardstock. So this is Mossy Meadow. So this is going to be 2.5 by 5 1/4. And then this must be, I should double. Well, I could quickly do the math, but I will. Then we're going 1/4 inch down because no, they're all so. See, then we're going to bake this. So if this is 2.5 by 5 1/4, now this is 2 1/4 by 5. Both of these are just going 1/4 inch down. It's such an easy way to remember to layer, figure out any layering. And layering often just really steps up a card, but I also love cards that aren't layered. So I kind of have two minds about this. Sometimes it's really fun to do that stepped up look, but I also think these are really beautiful, just done plain. And then I'm going to put these on my card. So you can see I would do a bunch of these. This is a fun thing to do with scrap paper. You'll notice I made a variety of different papers. I think that could be fun too, because if you're giving everyone gift cards, like at Christmas time, and they're all the same thing in them to the grandkids or whatever, you just have a basket of these and they can pick out what appeals to them. So it's just kind of fun to socialize them. So if you order one from me instead of a store gift card, there's a gift card, from me in there. So, okay. So here are my things. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I want to close this up. And I am going to use tear and tape. So I'm taking the narrower strip here. And I'm going to put tear and tape. I could use any other adhesive too. I'm just doing it across the bottom. And then the side, I love using this because it's easy to see, but it just keeps it pretty clean and neat here. And I'm doing the same here. And then along the outside. Whoa, much better if you have the paper flat. Okay, and now I'll take each of them. I'm going to peel this off. And as I close this up, I just want to make sure I'm getting my bottom end right there in the corner where I want it to be. Okay, so it's nice and flat right down there. I'm going to do the same with this one. So you can see how easy it would be to whip up a whole bunch of these. The adhesive thing is the hearts right there. Okay. And then we're going to, I like to get that one out of the way so I can focus on my corner down there. Okay. So we have this. And then it's just a matter of putting these on. On these, I just want to make adhesive on the left half so that this part will flip open. Isn't that cool? I just think these make just really fun cards, and that will totally lay flat. And then I just added from all of these, I just added this a little something for you with lots of love from me. So here's this one, and here is the plainer one. But isn't that fun? So this is just a fun idea for having a hand. Things like cards like this you can have on hand for whenever you need a little thank you. So you could have some Christmas ones on hand, but also make some birthday ones. So if you've missed any of the other 12 weeks of Christmas, there's a playlist right here. Thanks for watching. Karen Titus, Stamping on the Back.